6:15. This is a Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Lavani Vijayatunga. First, we take a look at the headlines. The Gama Samaka Pilisandarak, the President-People meeting, is being held successfully. A Gramanilladara division in Anuradhapura has been isolated. Another 787 COVID-19 cases have been identified. The Prime Minister commends the irreparable service rendered by Kalasuri Edwin Aryadasa. The income of the State Pharmaceutical Corporation increases. And in news overseas, dozens detained in protests in eastern Russia. Those are the headlines, and now we move on to the details of the local news. The villagers of Mandagala, Valalavita Kaluthara say that the presence of the state leader to the village was very fruitful. They point out that they appreciate the speedy solutions provided to the problems faced by the villagers. They said this during the participation of the President-People meeting. The seventh stage of this program was held at the Valalavita Mandagala Yattapahana Junior School today under the patronage of President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. Transport facilities in the Ibulpe Division Secretariat Division has been expedited. The Division Secretariat of Ibulpe, Bhagya Batugedara, said that solutions were given to several problems presented at the Gamasandara Pilisandara program of the President-People meeting. Attention has also been focused to develop the road network in the area. Renovation activities of 5 roads in the Ruankanda village is now being implemented. Commander of the Army, General Shavendra Silva, said 295A Gramanilladara division of the Devanambethisapura of Anuradhapura has been isolated with immediate effect. The decision was taken due to the risk of COVID-19 transmission in the area. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa says that the services rendered by popular media personnel Kalakirti Dr. Edwin Aryadasa in his pride of professional life is irrepressible. He contributed to his service to create large number of students for the journalism field, and he is a specialized media intellectual inherited by Sri Lanka. Issuing a communique, the Prime Minister pointed out that the service of Kalasuri Edwin Aryadasa is much praiseworthy as a great intelligent person to various fields, including science, environment, and history. He is the first foreign news critic in the country and has won more than 300 honorable awards. The Prime Minister also advised to conduct his last rites with state sponsors. His final rites will be conducted on Monday. The State Pharmaceutical Corporation has donated a stock of medical equipment valued at 12 million rupees to the Colombo National Hospital. Mr. Channa Jasumana said that during the recent past time, the corporation was able to earn an income of 1 billion rupees. This is the news from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
HDFC Smart Goals. All it takes is 3 years.
And we continue with more local news. The Navy spokesperson says a bulk carrier sailing under the flag of Liberia has been distressed on Sri Lankan waters near the Little Bases Reef on the southeast coast of the island. He said that the Sri Lankan Navy has dispatched 2 craft to assist the distressed cargo ship. The vessel carrying cement has been en route to Trincomalee Port when it ran aground today. The Little Bases Reef is located 14 kilometers off the coast of Yala National Park. The offshoring lighthouse of the Little Bases Reef, which is a famous tourist attraction, is maintained and operated by Navy and the Ports Authority. A 3-member committee has been appointed to investigate the territorial activities of the Indian fishermen. The committee was appointed by Minister Douglas Devananda. The main task entrusted to this committee is to minimize the territorial violation. The committee is expected to have discussions with the representatives of the fisheries associations. State Minister Nimal Lansal says that Vattala area will be developed as the closest city of Colombo. He said attention has been focused to provide speedy solutions for the land issues of the people in the area. A program will also be implemented to renovate all drainage system and the canals in the Gampaha district in order to prevent the floods in the area. And to conclude the local news, the headlines once again. The Gama Samanga Pilisandarak, the President-People meeting, is being held successfully. The Gramanilladara division in Anuradhapura has been isolated. Another 787 COVID-19 cases have been identified. The Prime Minister commends the irreparable service rendered by Kalasuri Edwin Aryadasa. The income of the State Pharmaceutical Corporation increases. And that was the local news.
Darling, our daughter has top O-level results. Do you know what this means?
Yes, just 3 years and she'll be going abroad for her degree.
For which we'll need a bank loan.
But is a normal loan the smartest option?
What else?
The smartest way is to start an HDFC Smart Goals account.
Let your child begin their degree with no delays. Start an HDFC Smart Goals account. Call 2356 888.
Honey, you're so smart.
HDFC Smart Goals. All it takes is 3 years.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
The main news story for this evening, 787 COVID patients have been identified in the country by this morning. 3 of them have arrived from overseas. The highest number of infected persons have been reported from the Gampha district, which is 139. A total of 56,964 COVID patients have been reported in the country so far. 48,616 have fully recovered from the virus. The number of deaths has increased to 278, with 2 fatalities reported during the last 24 hours, ended at 6 a.m. today. And that was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
Watchlight this evening, it has been requested to fix a road signboard at the Kalagedihene junction along the Colombo Kandy main road. People in the area point out that the speedy action should be paid due to many accidents occurring in this place. This is for the attention of the chairman of the Road Development Authority. And that came to you in Watchlight.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always.
All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Headlines of the world news. Dozens detained in protest in eastern Russia. Biden administration to review Trump's Taliban deal. WHO reaches deal for Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine. Those are the headlines, and I'll move on to the details of the world news. Dozens of people have been detained in a string of protests begins across Russia in support of jailed opposition politician Alexei Navalny. Police have broken up demonstrations in the eastern Khabarovsk region amid stern warnings for people to stay at home. Several of Mr. Navalny's close aides, including spokeswoman and one of his lawyers, were detained in the run-up to today's protest. Mr. Navalny is Russian leader Vladimir Putin's most high-profile critic. His supporters flooded social media with calls to rally at protests expected later in up to 60 Russian cities. The Biden administration said that it will review a peace deal that ex-President Trump made with the Taliban. A spokeswoman said the White House has wanted to make sure the Afghan militant group was living up to its commitments, including reducing violence and cutting ties with terrorists. Jake Sullivan, President Biden's top security advisor, has spoken with Afghan officials to confirm the review. The country has seen a wave of targeted assassinations in the recent months. The U.S. current presence in Afghanistan dates back to 2001 when soldiers invaded to remove the Taliban from power following the 9/11 terrorist attacks. The World Health Organization says it has reached an agreement to secure 40 billion doses of Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine and should be able to start delivery to poor and lower-income countries in February. WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus announced the agreement yesterday. The arrangement was entered into the organization's COVAX scheme, which is designed to ensure a fairer distribution of vaccines around the world. The WHO has also a deal for 150 million doses of vaccine developed by British firm AstraZeneca and the University of Oxford. And to conclude the world news, the headlines once again. Dozens detained in protests in eastern Russia. Biden administration to review Trump's Taliban deal. WHO reaches deal for Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine. And that was the world news.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always.
All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
In development news, a program to provide drinking water facilities for rural communities has been expanded under the Water for All program. The head of the Presidential Task Force, Basil Rajapaksa, said that massive responsibilities and tasks have been entrusted to the National Community Water Supply Department. The Community Water Abhiman program is a 5-year plan. Therefore, the government has estimated 15,000 million rupees for this project. And with that, we move on to sports news. Today is the second day of the second test between Sri Lanka and England in Galle. Batting first, Sri Lanka scored 831 runs. Or rather 381 runs. In reply, England scored 98 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. With that, we move on to business news. The National Aquatic Cultivation Development Authority has implemented a project to establish seafood farm in Iranithivu in Kilinochchi with the use of modern technology. 20 acres of land has been allocated in this regard. Several private investors have come forward to invest in this project. 40 billion rupees is expected to be spent on this project. That was the business news, and economic news follows.
Economic News, courtesy of...
Hello, Putta. Did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down, everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
And in economic news, Emirates is launching its much-awaited global sale to inspire and encourage travelers to reconnect with families and friends or explore new destinations in the new year. With attractive offers, Emirates customers can make up for the lost time in the year 2021. Emirates customers can travel with a peace of mind with airlines' flexible booking options and multi-risk travel insurance, including COVID-19 cover with every flight. Outbound travel from Sri Lanka and return travel are subject to destination-specific and local health and safety regulations. That was economic news and the weather report to conclude.
Congratulations on your promotion. When will be our treat, huh?
How about today?
Oh no, I was just joking.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
And finally, the weather report, the Met Department says a few showers will occur in the eastern and Uva provinces. Showers or thunder showers will occur at very few places in the Sabaragamuwa province and in the Kaluthara, Galle and Mathura districts after 2 p.m. And before we conclude this bulletin of news, let's get back to the headlines once again. The Gama Samaga Pilisandarak, the President-People meeting, is being held successfully. A Grama Nirdhara division in Anuradhapura isolated. Another 787 COVID-19 cases have been identified. The Prime Minister commends the irreparable service rendered by Kalasuri Edwin Aryadasa. The income of State Pharmaceutical Corporation increases. And in news overseas, dozens detained in protests in eastern Russia. And with that, we conclude this bulletin of news.